Okay, good evening, guys. Welcome on this Thursday evening. I know it's public holiday in South Africa tomorrow, so I'm quite impressed with you guys from South Africa. I don't know if Namibia has also got the same public holiday. We call it Braai Day. But anyway, so yeah, Team Money Heist is my team. It's our team. So I enjoy that series a lot because it's a lot of symbolism that sort of resonates with what we're all about. All right. So anyway, so let's get going. I'm not gonna, let's carry on through the thing. Passive income. Passive income is what it's all about. So passive income is money that comes in while you are sitting on the beach or working or playing or sleeping. So that's what it's all about. It's money that where you do the work or you invest or you apply some efforts and then the money just keeps on coming. You don't have to actively go to work and report to a boss and stuff like that. All right. Okay, Royal Q. So I want to tell you about Royal Q. It's a robot trader in crypto and no more scams. I know a lot of us have been scammed. I wish we still had all the monies we lost, but this is now time for us to get our money back. We cannot afford to spend any more time on any more scams, really. And even though we find places which doesn't give us that exuberant returns that we used to get, at least we know that our money is safe. So that is the most important part of what this is all about. And that's why I like Royal Q so much. Okay, so Royal Q is a AI crypto bot, was developed in China and Malaysia in 2017. And it is only available in the App Store from April 2021. It works 24/7 and it does spot trading. So I'm not going to go into details of spot trading, but spot trading is basically where you've got USDT and then you buy Bitcoin. And then once you reach your profit levels, you sell it back to USDT and then you buy Bitcoin again and so forth. So you keep on buying low and selling high. So that is exactly what it's all about. So just two important things there is that your profits will always lie in your USDT balance and the robot will never sell at a loss. You always have either USDT or crypto. I think you guys that went through this dip will understand 100% what the crypto thing was all about, but we'll talk about that later. So yeah, Royal Q is all about the funds is in our control. We can see the trades live with this wonderful app. We can withdraw whenever we want. We make money while we sleep, Monday through to Sunday. It uses API, so that's the wonderful thing. I know it's a little bit of effort and work. For a lot of people, it's quite a difficult task to get going. In the past, we just had to deposit the money into some third parties account, and that was it. But nowadays, we have to do a little bit of work, but I'm sure you don't mind. But at least you have that peace of mind that the API will only be used for trading, not withdrawals. Okay. So the other wonderful thing about this, you're going to see that everything happens on your phone. You don't need to have a laptop. You don't need to have a big box computer. You're making money on your phone. When your phone vibrates, you know the robot's busy buying and selling and so forth. Okay, so that's the cool thing. Even this presentation tonight's done on the phone. All right, that's me, the leader of Team Money Heist. I think the one thing I wanted to say here, and I see it a lot, I'm in a lot of Royal Q groups, and there's a lot of guys that sign up with people who just want to recruit and they just want to get those $30 and so forth. They don't really care about the people below them. And those guys, number one, they don't no idea how this thing works. And number two, they don't even know how to set it up. They don't know anything about this. It's very important that you join with the right people. Otherwise, you're going to get frustrated and you're going to lose money. So I believe we have a good group of people with a lot of expertise. I'm not the only one that are contributing to making this a big success. So in this, definitely it's a team sport. This is not a one-man sport. And that's what I also like about it. Right. Then you can connect with us on WhatsApp. We've got WhatsApp groups. We've got Facebook page. We've got Zoom calls. And we've got a YouTube channel. So make sure you guys connect and even get your friends and family of people to come and join, because we do, as you guys are aware, quite a lot of posts every day and keep you guys informed. All right, so what I'm going to quickly just go through, these are the videos that I've made. There's a video for each and every one of them. or episode 1 to 9, but at the moment there's only a video for episode 1. I'm busy with episodes, all the rest. So the first one we're doing a bit more professional because the Royal Q setup is sort of a two-way. You'll see it's, let's quickly go through all the episodes. So with every episode, we're also going to have this image, because this image basically summarizes what's important on episode 1. So episode 1 is Royal Q setup. So on this one, you need to register, you need to download it on your phone, you need to set your nickname, your location, your professional edition, your transaction password. And then the nice to have is to set the photo where you do the avatar, or you can set the theme where you have night mode and so forth. So that's literally what episode 1 is about. What I'm just saying is the first half of it's a little bit of explaining what Royal Q is all about. And then the second part is the practical steps. So please use those videos. You know, literally when you guys get new guys say, okay, you want to get started? Okay, start with episode 1, episode 2. On YouTube, we'll have them on a playlist, or we can just send them via WhatsApp. All right, episode 2. Episode 2 is buy crypto. So what we also want to do here, we want to also educate you guys about some important things that's going to happen in their life. A lot of people are not familiar with cryptocurrencies and they make mistakes. You know, all of us might have experienced, a lot of us might have experienced it. So I'm going to just quickly say, if you look at the tips at the bottom, it says double check the wallet address. In other words, that big wallet address, whenever you copy it, you paste it, you must always make sure that it's the same address. At least, worst case scenario, look at the first 2 digits and the last 2 digits, because there's Trojan horses, viruses on your computer that can change the address. And sometimes you might have had a previous address. So very important. You're going to lose your money. Nobody is there to come and say, oh, we're going to recover your funds. Okay. The next thing you need to do is double check the network. You'll see a lot of the times with like USDT, it's we use the Tron network, which is TRC20. So make sure it's in the right network. Very important. If you're unsure, always ask us. And then the other thing is just if you calculate amounts, you can use Google. You can always say, because it's difficult, 0.1711, you know how much it is. So you just go to Google and you just say 0.177 Bitcoin to ZAR, and it will tell you this is how much ZAR it is. All right, so episode 2 is all about register with exchange. South Africa, we have Valor and we have Luno. And then number 2 is download the app on your phone. Number 3 is verify, do your ID and your passport and your selfie. Number 4 is deposit funds, usually is via EFT, which takes the same time as a normal EFT. And then you buy Bitcoin or Ethereum mostly. If possible, you can buy USDT, but I haven't seen, Valor and Luna doesn't allow you to buy USDT immediately. So you're going to have to get Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. So this is episode 2. Episode 3 is now where we're using Binance. So this is basically going to tell you how does Binance work. So we're talking about, these are the steps you have to do. Is register with Binance. Once again, download the app on your phone. Everything's on your phone. Convert your light version to Pro, because you can't do API with a light version. Then you need to go to wallet, futures, open account, your futures account that you can trade. Then you need to verify the basic verification, name and address. And then you do the intermediate verification, ID or passport with a selfie. You can't use copies. You must use the actual document. They are very sensitive. They can pick it up. Then you need to deposit your Bitcoin and Ethereum that's in your exchange, like your Valor or Luna, into your Binance. And then anyway, then you're going to convert your Bitcoin and Ethereum to USDT by using step number 8, where you're going to change the name. You're going to select market, you're going to select 100%, and then you can buy and sell. On the video, we'll explain it properly. I'm just giving this as a bit of a summarized version. And I think a lot of you guys are well aware what I'm talking about. And then the same tips, again, check your wallet address, check your network, and so forth. Episode 4, I changed it to say fuel, because a lot of people get that message and it says less than 10 U, and they go, what is this? So the fueling is the same as where you actually transfer your initial $120 or $141 nowadays to the bot. So it's $120 per year for the bot. It went up now from 100, and then it's $20 worth of fuel, and then it's $1 worth of transaction fee. Just to quickly talk about fuel. Fuel is basically a prepaid method where the funds will be able to go to Binance, to Royal Q, And that money, that takes 20% of your profits. And that 20% of the profits is used for team rewards, as well as paying for the Royal Queue as well, and so forth. I'll show you a little bit more about the team rewards and the networking. Okay, then step 2, you need to go to Royal Queue, click on asset, click on deposit, copy the address, you go to Binance, you go to wallet spot, USDT, click on withdraw, and you click the paste to the address. Right, and there you can transfer your money for fuel or to get started. All right, tips is you must get people to help you to make up your fuel. I sort of made the estimations that I think if you've got 5 people with the same average capital that you've got, then you don't have to transfer fuel anymore. And that's nice because then you don't have to you can keep all your profits in your Binance. Okay, then also just don't withdraw too many times because they charge you $2 for every withdrawal. So, wait till $50 or $100 and then you withdraw and so forth. But I mean, we all know you can make money in the bot as well. Okay. Episode 5 is activate the bot. I'm not going to go too much detail here. So there you click, that's how you activate the bot, and that's how you set up the API. All right. And then episode 6 is how you set the strategy and set trade. So I think going forward, we're going to focus much more also when we get bigger, to keep it simple, because I know a lot of us burned our fingers, to focus on the circle where we talk about auto trading. There's even a combination where you can do a lot of auto trading, but then you can leave some of your capital for manual trading. So I think that's not a bad model at all. Okay, but anyway, so auto is talking about the circle. We've got I've got my own circle, Money Heist, where you can apply to join. You can then sync strategy, say how much is my first amount, and then you set your strategies. Okay, so that's how you do that. And then the quantitative is the manual way, where I'd say consult with me or consult with us. All right. So, okay, so when you set your strategy, this is basically a broad guideline. You guys are going to see we're going to change it up a little bit now when we get down to the next slide. But broadly speaking, you're talking about $150 per crypto that we're going to be trading. So you've got $150, you can trade with one cryptocurrency. So that's sort of the golden rule. I'm not going to tell you use more or less or whatever, but this is just sort of a guideline, and a lot of the guys will understand why we also say that. All right. And then if you get to something like $10,000, you can have a first buying amount of $40 and you can have 20 cryptocurrencies. Okay. So this is a guideline. All right. I hope that makes sense. Let's say, okay, just another thing about this. So this robot works the best if you have more capital. So I would say anything from $1,000 is quite all right, because then you can have 6 cryptocurrencies. With 6 cryptocurrencies, you can, let's say, half highly fluctuating cryptos and other half which is not so much. And you will have more or less regular profits every day. If you're going to have less than $1,000, you're not necessarily going to make profits every day. Okay, just be aware of it. Episode 7 is now where we talk about network income. When you activate your bot, you become a V1. As a V1, you get $50 for every person you personally refer. You get 20% profit share of your direct referrals. Then we talk about V2. That's where we want to get to. So V2, you referred 3 people personally. You have 20 people in your network. Now you get $40 for every person you personally refer. $10 for every person that you indirectly refer. In other words, other people sign them up. So, okay, what I, for example, do, my wife was my 20th member. And now when I sign up people, I sign up under her because I want to get to V3, which I'll tell you about. And then I get $50. Oh, I get $10 and she gets $50. So it's still $40. All right, 50% profit share. And then you also get team dividends. In other words, I get from the people below my direct referrals also. All right, when you get to V3, and I'm only going to go to V3 now, you need to have 3 V2s. In other words, people have 20 people, and you need to have 100 people in your network. Then you get $50 for every personal referral, $20 for every indirect referral, 40% profit share, and then team dividends, and you also get peer rewards. I'm going to go into the details. I'll go and figure it out at one point. I'm just focused on V3 for now. I didn't even know. Just want to get the money up. All All right, this is an example of somebody that's V3. I think he was fairly close-ish to V4, but look at how much money this guy is making just from the team. Some people start with $200 to trade with. This guy gets $200 a day. This equates to about 100,000 Rand a month on V3. The levels go all the way up to level 6. So just to give you guys a bit of a taster, if you guys are hungry for money, if you want to change your life, you know, that's what we want to really see if we can move up these ranks. Is that for you? But you don't have to do it. If you just want to trade, you trade. Right. This is also new, episode 8, trading tools and tips. So what I've done is I've actually gone through, and let me just quickly show you I've literally gone through this screen where I literally said, what does the pause button do? What does the start button do? And what does all these buttons do? All right. So not 100% full. Okay, you guys will understand it. Let's just get back. All right, so let's talk about start. When you click start, it will apply whatever settings you've got. In other words, the one shot, the cycle, the open and close margin calls, and the strategy mode. That's what's going to happen when you click start. It's going to immediately start buying. All right. When you click on pause, it's going to apply 0 settings. In other words, it's not going to go buy down when it falls, when the price drops. It's not going to sell. It's just going to wait for you to act. In other words, I've seen it sometimes when we left it on pause where this thing is already 5 or 6% in the profit, and then you can go sell it. So it's a bit more than the normal 1.3%. So that's exactly what happens. So it doesn't buy, it doesn't sell, it doesn't do anything. Okay, that's pause. One shot will still buy when it drops. When it drops 2 or 3, 4%, it will still buy. But once it gets to a profit state, it will stop. It won't buy again. Okay, and then we can use this for once-off trades when you want to just maybe make a bit of money on a daily basis, where you can even maybe make your profit ratio 2 or 5% or whatever instead of the 1.3. But this is really only for you guys with the nerves and the expertise. And you can also use it to replace your cryptos. If you want to, let's say, get rid of your Ethereum, you want to start trading with Cardano, you can utilize it. But remember, if you're going to one-shot the one and start the other one, the one shot might not happen, the market might fall, and then you're going to sit with an extra cryptocurrency. All right, the next thing you can look at, there's a cycle. Cycle is the opposite of one shot. Cycle will still buy when it drops. Once it sells, it will buy again, and it will use, this is something we use for auto trades. This is the normal way that the bot usually operates. Okay, sell. This is the worst button. Sometimes I think we need to get rid of this button. This button you must deal with a lot of care, because when you sell, you're mostly probably going to sell at a loss. You must always check on the front of your crypto if it's at a profit or loss level. It's looking at the floating profit or loss. All right, and then you can also sell 25% up to 100% of your crypto. You don't have to sell all of it. And then you can sell, once you sold, then it will stop. Okay, the next one is buy. So we haven't really used buy that much, but buy is a way, especially when you have, let's say, extra capital, like 20% capital lying around, and the markets went down, you can then use buy when the price is low. You can then go buy in, let's say, extra $200 or whatever amount you want of a particular cryptocurrency in order to get the average price down so that you can start making profits again. So very handy tool, but yeah, like I guess say again, this is for the advanced sort of users. Okay, this is another one we haven't really explored as a team yet. Close margin call. There's a new button that came out about a month ago. Okay, when you say close margin call, it won't buy when it drops. In other words, this is a very handy button, because sometimes when the market starts falling, you say, I don't want to put all my money into these cryptos. Let's say, for example, if we all knew that the market was going to go down so much, so quick, and you could see it coming, you could use close margin call so that it only spend about $20 or $40 instead of, let's say, $200 on a crypto. So be aware of this one. And you can also use it to lower your exposure. So it's almost like another tool that you can use when you want to, let's say, stop a crypto. So when you want to add a new crypto, you can also use close margin call, because you know it's not going to spend more of your capital, and then you can start a new crypto. Okay. Open margin call. This is just the opposite. So when you stop to close your margin call, you can open it again. So when the price go down, it will start buying low again. All right. And then strategy mode. I must say, guys, I don't know if you guys know what it's all about. I haven't explored strategy mode yet, but we're going to see what it's all about. I'll check out some videos and I'll come back to you next meeting with the feedback. Right. This is now the advanced learning. And this is where I think I've been thinking a lot. I've been thinking that we have sort of 3 different types of strategies that you can look at. This is a super bull. So on a super bull, your first buy-in is quite big. So in this example, we're buying one time. In other words, spending $60 on a crypto, which is much higher than we've been using at $10. So you've got 6 times more capital on your first buy. Now the price are mostly going up. So you're going to make 6 times more than that 1.3. So you can make big money. I mean, this is not even the strategy that I shared with you guys in the week. This is even worse. I mean, one of my friends is also trying this one today, and he's made a lot of money already. Okay, so when it price drops, you can then set it up for 4 margin calls. You can set it up for 3 or 2. So it doesn't really buy much down. You can like maybe fluctuate 4% or whatever. And then it will only buy $50. So it's not going to spend all your capital that much, but it can make a lot of money when the market is like predominantly bullish. Like at the moment, we know the market can't really go down. Super bull. Then we've got the bull. The bull is also similar to what we had in the past. This is where you sort of evenly, more or less, split your first buying amount, $50. So it's also higher than the $10, but your next levels is equal. You know, you're buying the same amount, so you're not spending too much money, but you're a little bit covered for when the price fluctuates, but it's not as extreme. So that's the bull. And then we've got the bear. These are the bears. So the bear is you almost don't really care if it's making profit in the top, but when it drops, you know, you almost want to start like making, you know, let it buy when the price goes quite deep, like cater for like a 14 or 20%. All right. So this is the bear. So what I'm saying now is we can look at, and this is what I'm thinking about at the moment, and I hope you guys are following me, is that where we are at the moment, I think we're in quite a bullish state. So what you do is then you make 33% of your cryptos, you make super bull, 33% of you make the bull strategy, and 33 you make the bear strategy. If the market do fall, you always have the bull and the bear. The bull is going to help a little bit. The bear is going to help quite a bit. All right. So I hope it makes sense, because you're going to make definitely more money. Then we've got a sideways sort of one where it's not really going up and down. There you can maybe put a bull and a bear in place, or you can, you know, I'm just using examples here. Half of your crypto is in a bull and half of your crypto is in a bear. And then this is the bearish scenario where you're looking at more or less you know, mostly all your cryptos will be in the bear and the rest will be in the bull. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Please talk to me about questions that you guys have. Other than that, I'm here. So anything you guys want to know? Okay, if there's no questions, I'm just going to carry on. Just go through everything again with the guys that might not be aware how it works. Okay, so let's just get back to when you sell. Like I said, sell is quite a bad button to press. It's not a bad button you want to press very often. If I, for example, press sell now on Algo, if you look at that floating loss, $22, I'm going to lose $22. So I can press sell, boom, $22 gone. But, you know, I can say market price, and I can say then only 75% of, you know, so forth. But this button is not advisable. And I know it's difficult when people want to see profit every day, but, you know, it just doesn't make sense for me always that you want to now sell 100% of your crypto. It's in this scenario, we're talking about $139 in the left top side. It's already bought 3 times down. If you look at the number, core margin is 3. So I'm going to sell $139 at a loss. I'm going to make $22 loss. Now I want to start trading at, let's say, $10 first starting capital. Unless you have a super bull sort of strategy, which is now maybe actually a solution for us to maybe sell some of our capital. Maybe we can get a 50% off. These are for advanced users, guys. So please, if you guys are not advanced level, don't worry too much about it, because you don't want to make mistakes or lose capital. And you look at the average price over there at the top, it says 2.36. So this is algo, 2.36, algo. 2.36. So algo is up to 7.8% for the day. What did I say? 2.36. 2.36. Okay, so if you look at the last month, so I still need to wait quite a bit, you know, as you can see where it goes. It obviously, you know, tried to buy down a little bit, but it didn't manage to do so well. But then you understand where I'm going to wait now. These graphs are looking good. So hopefully by, I would think next week, we're going to see a lot of these cryptos out of my life. All right. And then there's one shot, as I told you, one shot is going to do, you know, I don't have to go through that. One shot cycle, sell, buy. Strategy mode, as I say, I don't know what it's all about. I'm going to have to go and do investigations. But if you want to set your strategies, if you do it individually, you just go on trade settings. So again, trade setting at the bottom left. And then you select your first buy-in amount. And then number of margin call, how many times you wanted to buy down. This guy is on a bull, what I call the bull strategy. It's not on a super bull. So in other words, it's going to go down 2, 3, 6, 8%, and it's going to buy one time. But the first buying amount is $50. So I think I must actually I want to do some of them in the super bull strategy. So, okay. And then if you guys want to do the batch setting is quite handy when you want to do all of your cryptocurrencies. You can just select all there, and then you can set the trade settings the same way, but it's going to apply to all of your cryptocurrencies. All right. I don't have too much more. Oh, shucks, I don't know. Save it. Okay, I'm going to have to go double check. Be very careful when you guys work here, because sometimes it can sort of override what you've done. A good way, if you've done a batch setting, to go double check is just to click on a set one crypto again, go to trade settings. See now my first buying amount is $10. It's got 7 margin call limits. I'm actually glad this mistake happened, because this happens a lot. You guys must please be aware of it, because you can really surprise yourself, because you think you've got this bull strategy now, but meanwhile you're on a bearish strategy. Okay, so I'm gonna have to set it up, but I'll do it after the call. Yeah. So I hope you guys are finding it useful. I actually kept into my time limit. Please, any questions, you're more than welcome. A lot of people here. Oops. Okay, I see in the chat somebody put some questions here. But just mention to the team, if they do any withdrawals, they would need to convert USDT to BTC without withdrawing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, September must fall now. September must fall. All right. So yeah, the big thing, guys, about the crypto again. That's why I'm gonna tell you that's in the crypto video. We're gonna just give you guys some really important tips, because you can't transfer Ethereum to a USDT wallet, and you can't transfer, you need to have the correct address and also the network. So there's 3 sort of mistakes that can happen. No, Binance is never going to give you money back. If you guys go check on their website, they'll tell you if it's any mistakes, it's your loss. All right. Okay. Any questions, guys? More? Do you guys like it? Is it a bit more information than before? Learning a bit more than ever? Yeah, good, good. And yes, we're gonna have a lot of fun in October. I can tell you that. So if you guys want to discuss this new strategy, the bull, Super Bowl, and bear, and so forth, just make contact with me or your upline, and then we'll take it from there. If your bot's still sleeping, you must wake him up. Tell him it's October. Okay, guys, so if we want to get some of your bots going, we can maybe just have a look at sometimes. Yeah, I know it's frustrating, but if they're getting close, let's say like 10% or less in the red, we can maybe sell either all or 50% of it and then put them on a Super Bowl strategy. So that's something one can look at. That's something we can really look at, because I think you're going to make good money. Okay. Cool. More questions, more comments. All right. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun going again. And yeah, we're going to, just to show you guys again while we're on this call still, Bitcoin, I don't know why Bitcoin is doing it every year. It's almost like it's so predictable in a way that one cannot really understand it. If we go into the detail, last year, oh, sorry. Okay, so that, look at September there. It doesn't like September. Obviously, September is now the beginning of winter there in the UK or something, but we love September. But September is a bad month. Look at October last year. Look at October, look at November, look at December, look at January. And it only stopped on the 11th of May. Then it went down. So it ran all the way from October till the 11th of May. So this Royal Queue is going to be such an amazing thing. And people are going to really be jealous